Eagles than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off from Tampa. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air here. It's Young. He's on the move. Now it'll be caught by Adam Thielen. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Throw is there for Jatavion Sanders. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Escapes the pocket. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or 2 short of that 25. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Play action now. Young. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
He'll get this to Etienne. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Sticking to the air, it's Young. He's got him, that's McMillan. And he's brought down after a short gain. It's 3rd and 8, need to get a chunk here. Young working from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. And he will score, it's a Carolina touchdown! The Panthers finish up an excellent opening series. Right there to tack on the point after. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running right, it's Irving. He's contained at the line for no gain. That stop made by Derek Brown. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Into the secondary past the 40. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. Give him a full 40 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36. Young on the play action. Diving right side, got it! And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. 7-0. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. It's Hubbard off the option. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Young to throw it. Thielen's got it, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. They go play action here. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
3rd and long, Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Prater puts it through. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Chooses to bring this one out. And his choice to leave the end zone going to cost him a small chunk here as he's out shy of that 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Into the hands of Colt. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Catch made by Bucky Irving. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. On target to Godwin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. They'll come up 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Baker throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did. And
they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Mike Evans with the touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
A 2nd down throw for Young. It's caught. That's Thielen. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Young looking to throw. On the move, headed right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
I love the mobility here. Starts great, escapes the pressure, get out of harm's way. You just wish if you're the offense here, you could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
On 2nd and 10, Young. He's on the move. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Cups, this is Xavier Leggett. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They're set up at the 35 now. To the air on first down, Young. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got two options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
He has room past the 25. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Young on 1st and 10. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB.
And he gets in, touchdown. The Panthers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Right on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers make it a 10-point ball game. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Baker now from the gun. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Mayfield now from the gun. He's looking deep once again. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Trevin Wallace has it. And the Panthers make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, that's now a second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. From his own end zone, here we go. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Run.
From the gun, Mayfield. This complete to Culp. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. This is caught inside the 15. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means they'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Young working from the gun. Chased out to his right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap now to Young. Thielen's got it. Complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. Third and just 2 to go. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Completed to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. That one's complete, right side. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Quick pass, right side, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Right on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers make it a 10-point ball game. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Chooses to bring this one out. And he's wishing he left this one in the end zone, Brock, as he goes out of bounds short of the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. 1st down, here's Baker. Buys time, rolling right. He'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackle made by J.C. Horn. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Mayfield will look to throw. Culp with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
He's on the move. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Now here he goes again. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Right alert!
Pressure coming. Baker. Into the hands of Culp. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Baker now. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. From the red zone now. Flush down out to his left.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Here's Baker to throw. He brings it in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Big moment coming up here for the Buccaneers. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. Forced out to his right. And he reels it in for 2, so now a field goal would get them the lead. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Connects with Hubbard. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Young on the play action. He's got him. That's McMillan. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Panthers lead by only 2. 1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Dump off caught by his back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Headed out right. And he's going to be down by contact. So now our attention turns to the flag on the play. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Not helping themselves with that penalty, and now lining up to try this 4th down. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. so that's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. A costly penalty flag there as that turns 4th down into 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down for a loss. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They run again with Hubbard. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Fourth down now. Another kneel would stop the clock and turn it over. Let's see what they do here. Looking to throw. On the move, headed right. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown, the knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory.